So I just feel that this victory message really needs to go into offices, needs to go into churches. Are you in a department where you felt like, I'm the one that's supposed to be the HOD? They made somebody else the head of department. The least you can do as a believer is to count it all joy, is to be excited, is to be happy. But people deal with that emotion, and that emotion is actually a real one. And the least that anybody can do is to just ask God for the grace. For some of us, or some persons that might be quite chronic, in their responses, I just think it's another opportunity for you to be able to renew your mind much more on the word of God. Be in the presence of high flyers. Be in the presence of people that are doing everything that they can under God to be better. When you are in that kind of environment, when people are winning, you will realize that in those kind of environment where they are winners, people are supporting each other to win. So it's an easier place to be, so that you can understand the value of being a support system to somebody else's victory, rather than sitting on the sidelines, and when somebody succeeds, you are offended, you are unhappy because you think that people are succeeding at your expense. Nobody succeeds on the expense of another person. We all have our lives to live. We all have the roles that we play in life, and God has a specific plan, a genuine plan, a beautiful plan for everybody. Everybody is in God's agenda. Everybody is in God's plan. So you need to find out what has been written in the books about you, so that you are not following another person's journey. When people say, I want to become I want to become a senior advocate of Nigeria, even when you are a son, you are still feeling some level of emptiness. Even when you are a pastor of a church, you are still feeling empty. So it just tells me that all the victories that we have or that we accomplish in itself is not enough to keep us in that stream of God's joy. We have to consciously put ourselves in that environment where we just live a life that is full of thanks. If you are somebody who gives, you know how to you are just a grateful person, you are just a content person, like, it will be very difficult for you to fall into that category of persons who are offended about other people succeeding. And if at all you find that in you, you can purge yourself.